The first year when I overwinter my dahlia tubers, I remember I was like check on my tubers every week, and then second year I would check on my tubers about once a month and spray them when they are too dry, or maybe if they seem like they are rotting, I just open the bag for them. The third year I did not, I overwinter them outside, and give them a little protection. And this year, I have not checked on them at all. Like not at all. And some of them didn't make it. However, I dug them all up in wintertime because I wanted to reorganize them. So now it's time to pot up this tuber that I have been procrastinating to do it. I'm gonna start from the most important one, Dahlia Cafe Ole. They are pretty dry, so I'm a little concerned, but I hope they make it. This one is a little too big. If I plant the whole clump like this, it will compete each other for nutrients, so I'm gonna divide it to 2 clumps like this. This can be another clump here, but I don't know. Oh my goodness, I am so overwhelmed right now because there are so many tubers to pot up, and I am running out of pots and the potting mix. Actually, I have a lot more pots in the shed, but I have to clean them, which take a lot of time. So I hate to do this, but I need to prioritize. So I'm gonna pot up the varieties that like very, very special. Something that I received from my flower friend, like the K.A. Marker Katie, like the Kelgai, and the expensive variety first. I'm sorry, I kinda pick and choose. No, this is not fair, but I'm sorry. So I'm gonna pot up the specialty one first, and then the rest I will have to figure it out later. Yeah, I don't want to use all my potting mix for these tubers. Sweet Natalie. This one means a lot to me because this the very first dahlia variety that I grow. Actually, because of this variety, I made the first purchase of my dahlia tubers, and it introduced me to all other kind of dahlias. Actually, it's not good, because of this variety made me spend a lot of money and too much money. So, but anyway, it's very special to me, so I'm gonna pot it up. I think I can divide it with my hand. There you go. See, you don't need fancy tool. If you have big clump like this, they're just ready to be divided. From my observation, bugs, insect, mite, I don't know, like thripe, like, the insect that come to eat your dahlias, they also prefer Sweet Natalie because for some reason the insect love light color dahlias. Like the white, the light pink, they just eat it all. But if you grow dahlias and you see some insect damage, just be patient, wait like a few weeks. Okay, don't spray them because the predator insect will come and then they will eat this insect that eat your dahlias. So just be patient if you spray your dahlias. Flowers with chemical, you can poison or your little ecosystem in your garden, and then you will end up have more insect come to eat your dahlia. These are the second priority. I am going to just lay down all the tubers in this tray. One is Joey, Winnie, and Joey Paula, which is my most favorite dahlias for bouquet because they are just so good, they are so nice, they are so productive, and they have the ball shape which is very easy to arrange. I am pretty confident that they are going to do just fine in this tray. The reason I'm confident to put all of them here because I'm sure that they don't have any disease at all. So if you buy any dahlia tubers from store, especially big box store or imported dahlia tubers, they might have the gall disease which can spread to all your other dahlia tubers. So when you buy new dahlia tubers, always quarantine them, pot them up separately and plant them separate from your other dahlia tubers, also other plants in your garden too. These are the two new tubers that I got from Lowe's and Home Depot. I'm excited to plant them, but I am going to quarantine them by pot them up separately. Also check the crown of the tubers if they have like a little clump or bump or something that look like ugly, like disease. So if you find that, don't even plant them. You can return them or throw them away. But this one look pretty healthy. You can see there are shoots coming up from the tuber already. If it has disease, it will have multiple shoots come out from the eye of the tubers, or they will get like a tumor. But here I don't see any sign of tumor or multiple multiple shoots come out from the tubers. So I think this is safe, but I'm gonna quarantine to be safe. This one look pretty healthy too. You can see the eye come out, the shoot come out from the eye, and it's not multiple shoots and there's no tumor. This tuber look pretty healthy too. Actually, I have already inspected this tuber at the store before I bought them because I am crazy and I made Jason wait it for me for so long and I feel a little guilty, but I want to make sure that I don't introduce disease to my garden to other dahlia tubers. I also will not put these new tubers in the same tray as the other tubers that I already have. If you put these new tubers in the same tray with the other tubers, if they have disease, the disease can spread by the water that is shared in the same tray. This guy, I'm sure they are clean and disease free, so I'm going to just water them together like this. I'm gonna leave this potted dahlia in my basement in the dark where the temperature is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the secret number for dahlias. 70 degrees Fahrenheit or about 21 degrees Celsius. They love this number so much. I don't know why. They are going to sprout at this temperature. They are going to grow best at this temperature, and they are going to bloom beautifully at this temperature. So for the potted dahlias in my basement, I am not going to water them at all. Not at all, because they are just tubers. They don't have roots, they don't have leaves yet, they don't need water. If you water them, they will rot. And we don't want that to happen. And about 3 weeks, they are going to send out leaves and sprouting from the pot. And that's when you move them under grow light or maybe by windowsill, somewhere that receive light. You can even move them outside if there's no chance of frost, okay? And after that, I would leave them outside in a pot for a little while, okay, until you are so sure that there are zero chance of frost, and then you plant them in the ground. I also have some tubers left that I didn't pot them up. When there's no chance of frost, I will also bury those tubers in the ground too. I also recommend to plant them in a spot that receive full sun at least 6 hours per day. 8 hours per day will be the best because they really need the sunlight to bloom beautifully. Another secret to have them bloom beautifully is to give them the nutrient that they need. They are such a demanding plants, okay? They need flower fertilizers or maybe tomato fertilizers. They need compost to do well. But again, they don't need a lot of water when they're young, okay? So don't overwater. If you are in an area like me that in spring you get like, once a week of rain, that's just enough for them. So I don't water them at all in spring until they become a plant. And another secret of growing beautiful dahlias, it's more like a requirement. You really need to stake them. They're not strong, okay? They're beautiful, but they're full, okay? they really need a lot of love and support. So you really need to support them with very, very strong stakes. Anything. The flowers, the leaves are very heavy, but the stem are so weak. So you really need to support them. And after that, the secret to have them continue to bloom again and again and again is to keep deadheading them or harvesting them. I like to cut my dahlias about half of the height of the plant. Just cut them very deep because that will improve the air circulation. That will, control the size of the plant. You don't want your dahlias to be too big because they are going to flop all over the place. Later in the season, sometimes I cut them like 2/3 of the height of the plant, which is pretty brutal. But you really need to do that to reduce the size of the plant. Otherwise, they will flop all over the place. I can talk on and on and on, and I have a lot of secrets, tips and tricks about growing dahlias because I am obsessed with them. I learned so much about them from the book, from the videos, from YouTube, from internet, and I have made a video of how to grow dahlias from tubers to bouquets. I film every single step of the process, telling you every single details in each step. The video is 1 hour long. There's comments in that video. They're saying that this video is the most comprehensive, detailed instruction on how to grow dahlias on YouTube. I'm pretty proud of it. And yeah, I should speak it out loud that I'm proud of myself too for making that video. You're gonna learn a lot from that video. If you're interested, just, click on this video right here. This video right here, right here, okay? All right. See you in the next one. Bye bye.